before we get into the Niners, just for a couple minutes, will you just look? People have their own opinions. Some people think it's Montana. Some people think it's Brady. How you feel is how you feel, right? I'm watching this guy, Mahomes, and the arm stuff is so obvious. Everyone can see it. The flicking, the throwing, the flipping the hips, throwing across your body, unreal. I was blown away, and I knew he did a lot of this. Pre-snap, understanding what the defense was trying to do, changing it up for his team, and then the post-snap ability to understand the motion of the defense, where to flow with the ball to set up an angle to throw, spatial awareness, whatever you want to call it, pocket awareness. Bro, I feel like I'm watching a wizard out there play the game of football and like watching the fourth quarter back, watching overtime back. It's a wonder they got him to kick a field goal and stop him as many times as they did. Like, it really is truly remarkable how much they held him down.
That's why I can't blame the defense for what happened on Sunday. You held the guy to 3 points in the first half. You held him to 19 in regulation. The only touchdown you gave up is when you muffed the punt and they had 1st and 10 at your own 16 at the Niners 16-yard line. I mean, I can't wait for him to come to Levi Stadium next year. Now, it may be an L for the 49ers, but you know what? I just like watching great quarterback play. Like watching Burrow this past year was like, wow, look at this guy spin it.
Burrow put on a show.
He had a 3rd and 10, empty backfield, and said, I'm going to check to a quarterback draw and go get 10 yards. And he got 10 yards. And I was just like, damn. Like, really? I was like, whoa. So Patrick Mahomes, it was the game against Baltimore. I just pulled it up here because it was the 2020 season, pandemic season.
Okay.
There's no fans. It was Monday Night Football, Kansas City at Baltimore. And I'm thinking Baltimore's going to roll them. Patrick Mahomes that day threw for 385 yards and 4 touchdowns. But he had the long pass to Tyreek Hill. McCole Hardman had a 50-yard touchdown. He was just spinning it. I remember in real time I said, I think I'm watching the greatest quarterback of all time. Now, this is 4 years ago. And I was like, all right, let me chill. It's a little premature.
Well, because it's absurd when you say it out loud. People lose their minds.
But you look at what he did the last 2 years with not a top-flight wide receiver.
I mean, come on, man.
Without a top-flight wide receiver. He had Travis Kelce, and it's the greatest. It may go down as the greatest quarterback tight end combination of all time. Not saying a lot because you had Brady and Gronk for a decade.
Which was the gold standard.
You had Phillip Rivers and Antonio Gates.
Jimmy Graham and Drew Brees were incredible.
I mean, you had greatness there. Dan Fouts, Kellen Winslow Sr.
Yeah.
But Mahomes just continues to get better. And everybody said this is a down year for the Chiefs. A down year. And a down year for Mahomes, he still threw for 4,183 yards. Brock Purdy threw for 4,200 yards, and we all popped champagne and said, oh, my God, we got a 4,000-yard passer. This was a down year, a year after Mahomes. He's already got 2 5,000-yard seasons as a passer.
So, you know what's crazy is, like, I want to hate the guy, right? I
can't hate the guy.
No, but here's why.
Can't.
You want to know why I can't hate him?
Why?
When I watch his competitive fire on the sideline, when I watch the quarterback doc, that dude wants to win so bad. It is crazy. And what I love about him is the way he communicates with teammates and the coaches. He's not perfect. Like, there's times he yells at Andy Reid. But in the moment, like, I expect creative tension, as I call it. That's what I call it. Creative tension. Guys are going to argue. It happens in sports. Like, I get it. When I watch that dude, I'm like, dude, I would love to play with him. Well, and it's hard for me to hate him, dude. He's freaking everything I love about sports.
Well, the whole quarterback doc, I remember it because I was in Hawaii and I watched it out there.
Incredible.
By the way, some breaking news here. Wow, our old friend Jimmy Garoppolo, according to Adam Schefter. Raiders quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo is being suspended for 2 games for violating the NFL's performance-enhancing substances policy. The policy violation is related to him using a prescribed medication without having a valid therapeutic use exemption per sources. He'll not appeal his 2-game suspension. He'll now miss the first 2 games of the 2024 season wherever he is playing. But if no longer, because he's no longer expected to be with the Las Vegas Raiders. That's crazy.
Wait, so Jimmy, it was a performance enhancing. I want to make sure
performance enhancing substance policy.
Wow.
Prescribed medication. He was using prescribed medication without having a valid therapeutic use exemption. So, not sure what that's about.
That's shocking.
But going back to Patrick Mahomes, that was just...
No. I mean, that's shocking.
You never... Jimmy Garoppolo, well, he stays in the news. I hear the big...
Well, maybe look, like, just to... This is speculation.
I'm not going to speculate.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, who knows? Who knows? Injuries or something. Maybe he did get it, approved by someone, and it just happened to be on the banned list. Like, who knows? But it is surprising.
Yeah, no, it's not. But Mahomes, back to Mahomes. I remember the quarterback doc watching it in Hawaii, and I had Anna watch it with me. And everybody was going, like, NFL morning this morning was like, Kirk Cousins stole the hearts of America.
No, it was Mahomes.
And I was thinking to myself, how the hell did anybody watch that doc? First of all, Mariota looked like a quitter, leaving the team when he got bitched and he get surgery, go to Las Vegas. I'm like, all right, I'm out on Marcus Mariota. Good guy, but I'm out on you. And then Kirk Cousins, okay, nice guy, good player. Awesome, wholesome. But Mike Florio said it, who we just had on. If you take a day during the week and say, I'm not going to do anything football related on a Tuesday, well, guess what Mahomes is doing? We saw it in the quarterback doc.
He's rehabbing. He's working out. He's doing this.
What's Brady doing?
I mean,
he's maniacal.
Maniacally obsessed.
I'll give Brock Purdy this. I was impressed when the lineman said we tried to get him to go to our poker games. He wouldn't come.
Yeah.
Because he was studying the playbook. That's what I want from my quarterback. My big takeaway in that quarterback doc was like, Patrick Mahomes, not only is he great, but he wants it.
Yeah.
That ankle or the knee, whatever he had hurt last year, that guy willed himself to play that Super Bowl, willed himself to get through the AFC Championship game, willed himself to get through the divisional round game against Jacksonville. That was my big takeaway. It was like, Patrick Mahomes is a badass. We're talking about Kirk Cousins. What about Mahomes?
So I don't know, were you near a television at all yesterday? NFL Network was replaying Super Bowl 54.
Oh, yeah, it was on. Yeah, it was on.
And I'm a sucker, so I was feeding the baby, and I was watching it again. And the Niners suffocated him in that game. And then the 3rd and 15 happened. And then he got a little bit of momentum, and like Steph Curry, he like sensed blood in the water and just kept crushing it, crushing it. He made a throw. I forgot how perfect the throw was to Sammy Watkins.
Oh, against Richard Sherman.
It was a dime. He notified it right away and bang, bang, and threw a perfect touch pass. And then the little out to Damian Williams, we kind of underrate. It was
on the goal line. On the goal line.
Perfect location.
Richard Sherman's side. I mean, no doubt.
I mean, he's one of the greatest athletes I've ever seen.
And the Niners had a chance to beat him.
Not once.
They blew.
Not once.
They blew 2 Super Bowls against him.
By the way, that run play at the end, the Damian Williams off left run.
Oh, yeah. No, they gave up on that. They gave up on that play.
And also Jaquiski Tartt hit Patrick Mahomes on the second to last drive.
Yep.
Square. And Mahomes got up, and I was like, his shoulders should be separated. And Mahomes got up and was like, that's all you got? I couldn't believe it.
One of the more underrated plays in Super Bowl 58 is 3rd and 4. And he sees Diablo Lenore, and he chucks right over him.
What did we say?
Put his shoulder down.
What'd you say to me? He was not going to be denied, Jasky. He's not going to be denied.
No, he's not. He's not.
He's one of the great athletes of all time.
Yeah, they're saying Vegas is going to release Jimmy Garoppolo. The end of the Jimmy Garoppolo era. Sources confirmed from E.A. Rappaport. He's headed for a 2-game suspension and release.